When the fish are biting and you need to know when, where, and how to catch them, well, you've come to the right place. North Carolina Saltwater Weekly, where we talk fishing. And now, from the beautiful beaches of southeastern North Carolina, please welcome your host and mine, Captain Cook.
Hey guys, Captain Cook here. So glad you could join me. Today we're going to be talking about a new camera I got. And I wouldn't really call it a comparison or versus, because there's we're talking about two different cameras. So what we're talking about is the TACTACAM FISHi. All right, you guys know TACTACAM, any of you hunters or anything like that, they make great cameras, game trail cameras, cameras for your scopes and bows and different things like that. So they do make some good stuff, but they have come out with this iFish or FISHi. And what we're going to do is we're just going to take a look at the type of footage that it puts out compared to a GoPro Hero 5. All right, so this is not the latest and greatest, but this is a great camera. Very satisfied with it, and I'm happy with it. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a look at the video between the two, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to tell you what I like about it and what I don't like about it. So you guys stick around, check out the two videos coming up. Just a short, I kind of did the same thing with them, went outside and saw how they did. So stick around, watch these two videos. I'll be right back to give you my, I guess you call it an opinion, on the TACTACAM FISHi. All right, so here we go with the TACTACAM FISHi. Speaking in a normal voice, of course. You're going to tell the difference between this and the GoPro as far as audio goes. Like I said, we're just looking around, look up at the sun, just checking things out. Like I said, speaking in my normal voice, and hopefully that's the only difference you'll be able to tell, but we are comparing this to a GoPro Hero 5 or 5 Hero, whatever you want to call it. But, alright, so here is the TACTACAM FISHi. Alright, and here we are with the GoPro Hero 5, and I'm sure right away you can tell a difference in the audio. And like we did with the FISHi, we're just out here looking at the kayak, just looking around, looking up at the sun. So yeah, so here's the GoPro Hero 5. Alright, so there you go. You saw the footage of each camera. And like I said, this is not a versus, because you can't really compare, the TACTACAM FISHi is $120. And of course, even to this day, the GoPro Hero 5 is way more expensive. And you go up and you get into the tens and way up in there. And why I got it was I own two GoPros, and I just didn't want to spend that money on another GoPro. So I said, well, let's give this one a try. I follow a guy on YouTube. His name is Chad Hoover. You guys go check him out. And this is what he uses on his kayak. And that is really why I got this thing. Now, you saw the footage. I mean, the footage wasn't bad, but there is a great difference in the audio. A big difference in the audio. And the footage, the footage looks good. It really looks good. But the audio is something to be desired. It really is something to be desired. So what I'm thinking is, well, maybe TACTACAM should put a 3.5 millimeter something on here to where you could put external audio. Well, now this thing is sold as a waterproof camera. Right now, this is a waterproof camera. I can take it and drop it over the side of the boat, film under the boat, under the kayak, whatever I wanted to do. Now, when you start, putting stuff in just like this, to put an external microphone on this, well, you've got to pull this little door off on the side so you can plug your external into your GoPro. Now, this is waterproof. This camera's waterproof. You don't need a waterproof enclosure or anything like that. But once you take that door off and put it on, it's no longer waterproof. And they make different things for it that you can. So, the TACTACAM is touted as a waterproof camera. Now, besides the external audio, I'm running on batteries. Battery dies. I got to get to it, and I might have this thing mounted way out on the bow of my kayak. Kind of hard to get to. But they do make a cap. You can take this end cap off, and they make another one that you can put your wire through your charger and put it on a battery bank or whatever, for extended footage or extended record time. But then when you do that, it's not waterproof then, it's weather resistant. So that's another thing I really don't like about it is, well, now, to get that cap, it's another $15. So we're going to take it out. We're going to take it out tomorrow. We're going to take it fishing. I'm not going scuba diving with this thing. I don't need it to be 100% waterproof. I don't plan on flipping my kayak or anything like that. But an external microphone would be good on it, and you can tell from the sound. Now you can fix this in post production or your videos. You can do a lot with post production with your audio. But I shouldn't have to do that because the GoPro doesn't really sound that bad on its own. I took them out. I had them head mounted. It's a cool thing. The actual fisheye, get this thing untangled here, comes with a head mount, and it actually goes on the side of your head and mounts on there. I have mounts on my kayak that I can put either one on, so it'll actually fit any GoPro mount or action camera mount like that. So that's really what I don't really like about it is the audio. It's the main thing. The audio is the main thing. And another thing I don't like about it is, say with a GoPro, if I want to make any changes, all I have to do is go into the camera and make the changes. On the TACTACAM, I've actually got to turn on the Wi-Fi, which it drains your battery like crazy, go into the app and make any changes I need to make. So that kind of sucks. But what you can do with the TACTACAM, you can actually get a remote for the TACTACAM. Another $50. You get a remote for the TACTACAM, and they say it will operate up to 5 cameras. So if I have this thing mounted way out on the bow, I don't have to get to it. Because if I go through the app, I still got to get to it to cut the Wi-Fi on. But with the remote, they say you can run up to 5 cameras, and I've heard you can run more than that. So with that remote, I may have 3 cameras mounted on my kayak. I can hit record, all 3 cameras will strike up at the same time. That's pretty cool, but that's another $50. So we're going to take it out tomorrow. We're going to fish with it tomorrow. It's not going to be any different than the videos you saw me going out in the yard. Nothing different. It's just the audio. It's just the audio. And like I say, you can take care of that in post-production. But it would be cool, for some type of access to a external microphone. Of course, that stuff costs more. But you also have to look at it like, well, maybe the consumer will pay more if you do that. But all in all, it looked pretty good. It looked pretty good. I haven't had issues with the app yet. I know a lot of people have with it crashing. And what they're really trying to do is, a lot of stuff in the app with the videos they shoot. I don't do that. When I record on it, I'll take the SD card out, or I will just plug it, right into the computer and download my footage. Another thing that I don't know if it really pissed me off was when you go to buy this thing, it says 4K. And I put the question out there, does it only shoot in 4K? Well, somebody came right back and said yes. Well, this one does not shoot in 4K. And the highest it will shoot is 1080p at 60. So, and I have the best micro card you can put in it. It's, one that they suggest. There's no 4K there. But that's okay because I don't like shooting in 4K anyway. It takes up too much room. It's too large. The files are too large. And a lot of people don't even have a way to watch 4K videos. So 1080p is what I like to do. But all in all, I think I'm going to be happy with the camera. The footage looked great to me. It looked great to me. So you see what you think of it. Let me know. In the comments below. Let me know what you think of the video. Now, the audio, there's no comparison to the audio on the GoPro. Now, with the GoPro, you can put an external microphone on it. You got to spend another $50 to get GoPros, and the only one you can get to fit it, the GoPro, where you can run external sound off of it. But that's okay. That's all right. But to me, it has good enough sound for me. I fished on the beaches with it in high wind, and it was pretty good to me. Another thing I like about this, you go into the app and you can set it up to where you shoot regular video, and you can also, in the app, it says fishing, and what that is a loop video. So it'll do, it's like a dash cam, 3-5 minutes, whatever you set it up for. And that way, if you get into some action, you're catching some fish, you can hit the button and it will take that video, however long you set it for. You might set that for a minute or 2 or 5 minutes and put it back and store it. So when you go through, you get home and you don't have to go through every video to pick out certain footage. If these videos are in the locked or set back, these are the ones you locked. These are the ones where you caught fish. And you don't have to go through everything. So we're going to take it out tomorrow, taking a kayak out tomorrow, do a little bit of paddling around and fishing and see what we can do and see how it works. We're just going to see how it works. So that is my take on the TACTACAM FISHi. I really hope it works out. If it does, I'll get some extra batteries for it. And might even purchase another one and get a remote, where I can operate them all. And that's a good thing about the GoPro. I got a remote for it. So this one's going on the bow. That one has to go on my head because I don't really have a lot of control over it unless I go through the app and turn Wi-Fi on and all that crap. I just don't want to do that. But I put my GoPro on the bow pointing back at me. I do have a remote for it. I can control it. I can take pictures with it. I can do whatever I want with it. So, like I said, this is not really a comparison between the GoPro and the TACTACAM because you really can't compare them. You can't. You can't compare them. The GoPro is what it is, and this TACTACAM is what it is for the money. But you guys go check it out, and I'll surely let you see some video from when I take the kayak out tomorrow. But that's my take on the TACTACAM. I do thank you guys for joining me. Hope you guys have a great, while I'm here, hope you guys have a great New Year's Day, New Year's Eve. You guys, please be careful out there, be it with fireworks or alcohol or whatever you're doing. Please be safe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll definitely catch you guys next time. Y'all take care.
Well, that's going to about wrap up another week of North Carolina Saltwater Weekly. Be sure and tune back in with us where we can keep you informed on the best places to cast, catch, and fish right here in beautiful southeastern North Carolina.